Whoa!
Did I look scared? I don't think I did.
No, you looked like you were in the middle of an orgiastic state of musical congress. What? I don't know what I mean.
We already met this guitar earlier, over here somewhere.
We did in the list of videos already previously.
But but this is a Rick Vito model in Orchid Pink, in all of its Rick Vito glory.
Soul Agent.
Soul Agent.
He's an agent of soul.
And the Rick Vito, the Soul Agent, has met the Eastsider Baritone guitar before.
Yes.
But not in Pete Anderson's hands, in your hands, as a matter of fact.
That's correct.
Greg, what's the name of the song that because you take one of these beautiful morsels out on the road with you occasionally?
We play funk meat in this. Something like that. It goes on and a funky C jam. It's got one chord in it, but you can do so much on a one chord jam, ladies and gentlemen.
As we've been demonstrating here.
Yeah, it's not wrong.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. So what brought you to taking this guitar on tour with you, sir? Well, we could talk about Pete. Pete really dug the Descent baritone.
Yeah.
But then Pete is also, and I'm not holding anything. I don't hold anything back from anybody. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I don't play favorites. And there's no secrets. Pete played that Descent baritone and he was like, I don't see what's wrong with the traditional baritone. This doesn't do anything for me. I want one of these.
You said Pete.
And Pete, that was it with Pete. Pete was like, and then, so it was on. It was on from there.
Well, going down to C in that longer scale, it's got a different kind of growl.
It does, and especially with the traditional single coils, the traditional vintage wound. I mean, it does. You hate to say spaghetti western because that sounds. Oh my God, that's awesome.
But of course, you got all the delicious in between. If I'm not mistaken, we can do the back front too. Glorious. And of course, you can put some heat on this rascal and
oh.
Yes, that's why I love it so. It's a guitar that says to the universe, guess what? It's time to pound the damn gristle.
I think you may have played one of those here and then called me when you got home and was like, yeah, I need one of those.
Yeah.
I think there was something like that went down at one point. Yeah.
It's just a ferocious beast.
Yeah. This one is serial number 58093, and it is the Reverend Pete Anderson Eastsider Baritone in satin midnight black, or Satan midnight
Satanblick,
if you will, and an 8-pounder. This one is
8-pounder.
And honestly, I bet the extra 4 or 5 ounces in that are all neck.
Yeah,
because that's a lot of neck.
But it feels balanced to me.
Oh, it's still balanced.
It just growls, and I like the growl.
Yes.
It's good for you. It's good for your soul.
Yes, and it's good for your polyps.
Indeed it is. You got to watch those polyps. Some people need to have exploratory activity down there, but us who claim the power of rock and the sweet low-end frequencies, we don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. We just nip it right in the bud.
It's true.
Nip it.
We also provide the strings for this on our website.
Yes.
Because it is a slightly different set. So one of the things that we do at Reverend that I'm very proud of is when we make these signature models, we make the actual models that the artists are playing.
That's right.
Out in the world. And Pete had preferred strings for his baritone usage that were different than what we were putting on the Descents. And so we just started getting those gauges from SIT as well, and we offer them on our website as the Pete Anderson Eastsider Baritone set. And it's a little different. I believe it's like a 10.5 on the high C. Something a little weird.
It's very comfy.
But it feels very natural.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh, I like it.
I do too. I
can dig it.
I do too. Hey, let's play it out here with this little Rick Vito thing. What are we doing here, Greg?